I do the impossible, impossible.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I was. I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
They're 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams nothing. Robbie Gould taking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
They're on 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 8. Now Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Rams, nothing.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Niners 21, Rams nothing. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Rams take away first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Henry, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Niners 28, Rams nothing. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Stafford. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 20. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I'll bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half facing that. There he goes, left side. The 20. Touchdown, LA.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they broke it.
Yeah, broken through. Can he maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Lance now on first down. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Here's Lance. Completes it to Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Get ready. Right through.
On first down, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the 2nd half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, 49ers.
Again, it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
McCaffrey. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw. Lance feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Shotgun now for Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
42, Rams 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Stafford here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
To throw again on second down, Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49ers.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. So I threw the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Nice Guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let